Hello, I'd like to welcome you to our brand new school academic year here at St. Bruno. I'm glad to welcome our new principal, Jessica Gasman, and grateful for all the work that Michelle Alvarado did for a number of years, especially, the first one to deal with all of the COVID restrictions. But for this year, we have special circumstances, so I thought I would really talk to you out in the parking lot. I'm a chaplain for a National Catholic Business Leaders Club Association, and we have our annual meeting in Phoenix, so I'm actually in Phoenix this week. But I wanted to take this time to welcome you, to greet you, and to welcome you back to our academic year, and to speak to you here in the parking lot. I'm right across the street from Leffingwell. The construction is still going on. You might hear some hammering and sawing. But here we are again at the beginning of this year, and we still have COVID to deal with. We still have all the restrictions. It's a great challenge. Of course, our prayers go out to all those people who have been seriously affected by it. We hope the pandemic will come to a close soon. But of course, we get ever-changing restrictions, and of course, in our parish, we've had to deal with them over the months. We were shut down, and then we could open again with only 100 people in the church. Then we were in the picnic tables. Now we're back in the church, but with everyone wearing masks. So it's changing all the time. And of course, it's the most complicated for schools. But when we get these restrictions, remember that we have to apply them in the unique circumstances of each parish. Each parish has a different layout of buildings, where the entrances are, where the parking lot is. So it's a lot of adaptation. Everyone has the same restrictions, but we have to apply them in very unique ways. And very soon, as we got these new restrictions for this academic year, we realized one thing. In order to comply with the restrictions, we would need to use the entire parking lot, to reserve it only for St. Bruno parishioners coming to Mass in the morning and for St. Bruno school parents. And that meant we had to tell Leffingwell school that our parking lot would be reserved only for our parishioners. For the 5.5 years I've been here, I have allowed Leffingwell parents to park here in the parking lot as long as they would use the crosswalk, so that it would be safe to walk from this parking lot to the school. And unfortunately, a number of parents didn't do that. Fortunately, the city of Whittier put up very special signs trying to direct people to the crosswalk. The principal has been very helpful trying to direct parents to the crosswalk. But still, we have a number of parents crossing Citrus Tree. And actually, the day that we decided that we needed the parking lot only for St. Bruno parishioners happened to be the day that a young student actually almost got hit by a truck. So safety is our paramount concern. So as you know now, Citrus Tree will only be reserved for Leffingwell parents, and our parking lot will be for St. Bruno parishioners going to Mass and for our students. And it's been complicated. We want to make sure that there's not a backup of cars on Santa Gertrudis, so we want to get as many cars in the parking lot as possible, and that's the famous 1 mile long Disney line. And sometimes that configuration can change as well as we adapt to all the different needs that we have for people coming to St. Bruno for prayer, for Mass, for funerals, and for school. And of course, we have, a lot of families in our school. We have a lot of families in our parish, and we can't tailor make these restrictions for individual families. All we can do is kind of make general rules for how these grades will come and go, how these grades will come and go. And it's just very difficult to have individual tailor-made procedures for individual families. So we appreciate your patience. We especially appreciate your prayers, not only for those affected by the disease, but let's pray for an end to this pandemic soon, and that everyone can live their life in the safety and health that we all want. So I wish you well this year, and I ask God's blessing upon each and every family as we begin. God bless.